fans, and welcome. The start of the weekend is upon us. It's Friday evening baseball on the show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Oakland Athletics. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Huascar Ynoa. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he deals with right-handed hitters in this one. The righties are batting over 300 against him, so they're not being fooled by really anything. He's going to have to find a way to change up his delivery, change up his look, somehow get them off of his primary pitches and even those secondary pitches. So we'll see how he does it in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball, 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
And that one hammered. Steer going back on the warning track and hauls it in. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
If they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away, jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Number 92 stands in now and watches strike one. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And that's outside. Two outs. That's off the mark. Now 2-0.
2-0.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Breaking ball inside, and that's ball 3. Ground ball left side. Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws. It's there, and that's a great play. And we're back. And on the hill, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, singing he's managed to rack up a lot of innings on the mound this season.
And boom, this guy's getting close to 200 innings on the year. You know, there's some milestones that pitchers go after. One of them 20 wins. But another one that we don't talk about a whole lot is that 200-inning threshold. To be able to surpass that says that, hey, they prepared themselves for the season. They were able to stay healthy, and they were able to pitch effectively enough to stay in ball games long enough to reach that number. Pretty impressive on what he's done, and it's not over yet.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
One strike.
Righty delivers. That one fouled off. 2-2. Got him swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Good horizontal movement on that curveball right there. And just enough to get him to chase it. He placed it just off the corner, and that's one of those where a pitcher says if he's going to miss, he's going to miss off the plate. So really good job. Great pitch for the punch out.
Next up for the A's, Spencer Steer. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Bogarts with the throw to first. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. And let's take a look at the lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Luis Campusano.
Yeah, he's got a hit in 10 straight games, Boog. I mean, clearly swinging the bat well right now and carrying that momentum from game to game, just being real consistent at the plate. Look for him to have some good at-bats here today.
Pulls that one foul. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went around. Not an easy call there, but... And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Now it's the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Can't glove it cleanly, but the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out. Here's Josh Bell. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. First pitch misses. Bell, a former All-Star, 31 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. The 1-0. And another ball. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Boog, Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
That one missed. That's in there.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. And he deals. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Runner on at first with one gone. Jason Hayward, the next to hit. Fastball for a strike. Next pitch is outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
And the pitch. Just missed. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Next pitch, not close, up high. And here it comes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. And he walked him.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Anthony Rizzo stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that's outside. And a count 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And now it's even up. Bell, the lead runner out at second. Hayward at first. One gone. And another ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. couldn't catch up to the heater. So first and second with 2 outs. Stepping in, Michael A. Taylor. And fouled off. First and second, 2 down. That misses. 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Back here in the East Bay, bottom of the inning, here's the center fielder, Luis Robert. The right-hander back to work. Gets under it and pops it up. Bogarts has this one sized up. Makes the catch for the out. Kerry Carpenter up next for the A's.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
And that skips in the dirt. That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 4 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Up to the plate is Brandon Belt. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Second inning here, no score. Late on that fastball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
2 down, nobody on. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
That misses, and it's 2-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Pitch misses, and a full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. A's go quickly and quietly there. We'll move to the third with no score. Back in Oakland, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Gary Sanchez. Inoa back to work. And that one fouled off.
Over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. And the righty deals. And down on strikes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. So the batting order turns over. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. Fly to left his first time. That one misses. And that's ball 1. And that's in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a pitch. And one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And the right-hander deals. On the ground to third. And he grabs it in foul ground. Top of the third, no score. Gets a piece and stays alive. This to third. Slides for the stop. The throw. Low throw, and he can't dig it out. Now it's the shortstop. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Durant to second on a belt. That's 2. 1 error in the inning. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. And now the catcher comes up to him. Luis Campusano. The line and the pitch. That one misses. And that is ball 1. This one in the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. So now the DH spot. Colton Keith. A swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Strike.
That misses the zone. Going to count 1 and 2. Got a good eye there.
It's a good take.
2-2.
Kicks and deals. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. And it slams off the bottom of the wall. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, it's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap.
In the air out towards right center. Touches down. That's a hit. Around third. He scores and they have the lead. 1-0.
Well, Cody, he was ready to hit right there. Put a pretty good Jones into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So the lineup flips over. Dansby Swanson up next for the A's. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Righty to the plate. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Digging in for Oakland, Spencer Steer. Grounded out his first time. Outside, and that's ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And that one is lifted in the air. Touches down, that's a hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 2-0. So 2 down. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Alex Bregman. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's outside, and it's 1-0. Two outs. Ground off the middle. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Really nice job staying in the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Luis Robert now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the last half of the third. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through that one.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Right-hander kick steals. Good eye in that spot.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That one off the mark. Counts full, 3-2. Kerry Carpenter getting on deck circle. Steer at second. Bregman at first. 2 out of the inning. Got him. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to inning number 4. It's the A's 2 and the Yankees nothing. Start of the 4th. Here's Nolan Arenado. And a pitch. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And it's caught for the out. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Grounded out his first time. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swung on, belted. Steer going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for New York, Josh Bell. Walked his first time. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. The pitch. That one way outside, and it's 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That ends the frame. Yanks help. Ready to go. Bottom 4. And now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. The line to kick the pitch. In for a strike. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. Left-hand batter waits.
1-2.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Left-hand hitter waits. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. No swing, he held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. Check Takes a swing. Appeal down to third. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Brandon Bell up next for the A's. His first at bat was a strikeout. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Now a fly ball to right center. Hayward gets under it. And there's 2 down. And now it's going to be Luis Campusano. Flied to right his first time. This one in the air center field. Hayward sizes this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here in the East Bay. And now the center fielder, Jason Hayward. Here comes a pitch. There's a strike. Hayward, the former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Rizzo takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Inside, just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
At the belt and fires. This to center field. Robert sizing this one up. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And stepping in for the Yankees, Michael A. Taylor.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Fastball for a strike. And ball 1. The Yankees trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Just missed. The pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2. The pitch. That misses, and that's ball 3. Hayward stands at third with 1 gone of the inning. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Sanchez batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. That to right. Carpenter snags it, and that is that. The Yanks lead 1. They trail things here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Colt Heath. That one at the knees for a strike. Pitch misses. Ball 1. And here it comes. Ripped to short. Throw on to Rizzo. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ezekiel Duran up next for the A's. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Fly ball down the line. That one gets down for a hit.
The batter, number 7.
Dansby Swanson stands in. That's in there. That's strike one.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Next offering misses, and the count even 1-1. Yamamoto picks to first. Duran back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Righty delivers. Ground ball to first. Could be two. Feed to second. That's one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 5 innings complete. It's the A's 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back in Oakland, started the 6th. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Xander Bogaerts. Inoa back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. And a pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. And he can't make the play.
You know, line drives are tough because they can sink on you. They can even have some ride and go over your head if you take a false step in. Sometimes they can knuckle. So I'm not sure if that was the problem right there. Could have been the lights as well. Sometimes you see the ball all the way until the very last second. It disappears and it gets real scary.
And the batter now, number 92. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One away.
Now the third baseman,
Nolan Arenado stepping in now for the Yankees. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And the first offering is not close.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a gold glove, if not a platinum glove.
Foul ball there. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Oh, but one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
And another ball. Bounce to the left side. And foul ball.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton, one of the elite home run hitters in the league this year. Wouldn't chase that time. With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in for Oakland, Spencer Steer. First pitch misses. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Yu Darvish getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Montero warming up his rip to right, base hit. The throw in, but it's offline.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
1 on, nobody out, a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And there's a ball. And the pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a split.
So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Yu Darvish.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
First pitch, and he just misses. Darvish, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a slurve, a slider, a four-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. And that's outside. Ball 2.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out. Sinker catches the zone at the knees.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Luis Campusano up next for the A's. That's through there for a strike. Next offering is downstairs. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Bregman on second. Bell on at first with 2 down. And he chases that one. And that'll keep more runs. New inning getting started. And stepping in for the Yankees, Josh Bell. The right-hander back to work. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Oakland's bullpen has some movement. Dylan Tate appears to be getting loose. Baker getting cranked up as well. There's the strike up high, and it's 0-2. The Yankees looking to rally. 0-2 now. Bell puts it in the air out towards left center, and it falls. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's Jason Hayward. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone.
Number
Well,
65.
walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. Duran in plenty of time to first. That's the first out, the top of the seventh. Now it's going to be Michael A. Taylor, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and the tying runs at second base with a double.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And Gary Sanchez at the plate. That one misses. 1-0.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with this speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That's way outside. 2-1 with a single base runner. Because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. So the tying run at second. Fouled off. He was late. Kicks and fires. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tosses to first. 2 gone.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Hit the air, left field. He's under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And we're back. And now the DH, Colt Heat. The wind of the pitch. Ball one there.
You know, these A's, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And another ball. Here's the 2-2. Ripped on a line. Makes the grab, one down.
Now the second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Ezekiel Duran. That's down and in. Look out! And it hit him.
Well, it definitely didn't come out of his hand the way that he was intending it to, and the release point is a little bit off as well.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Dansby Swanson. Pitch is in there. Strike one.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
And it goes just foul. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there are 2 outs.
We'll take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
0-1 down. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. And the pitch is outside, ball one. A's leading by a run. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Hayward raging back towards the wall. Tattooed and gone.
That was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here's Alex Bregman. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And the pitch. Stays alive. And he deals. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And a 1-2. Swing and a tapper. Tosses to first. And they get Bregman for the out. That's the third out. Inning over. The A's with a 2-run blast. It's now 5-2. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Dylan Tate.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Movement in the bullpen. Emmanuel Clase, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. And ball one.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
The bat, the designated hitter.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one fouled off. Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2. And the righty deals. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. just off the outside edge.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Off balance feet, there's one. And that's two. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Here's the Oakland cleanup hitter, Luis Robert. Darvish back to work. On the line, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now, Kerry Carpenter. Hard ground ball, base knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back single.
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Wandy Peralta.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And now the lefty. First and second, no outs. Here the bottom half of the eighth inning. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike two. That one missed. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. Goes to second for one. On to Rizzo at first, and they get the double play. And now here's the A's catcher, Luis Campusano. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Oakland looking to add another here in game one of this three-game set. That's a little bit low. A dive, nice stop, and very nicely done for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. And a pitch. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Jason Hayward stepping in now for the Yankees.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
Just missed.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
Right-handed reliever.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
That pitch in for a strike. Now 2-1.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Bell on at first. Nobody out. Tap softly third base side. A swinging bunt. Toss to Bell. Just got him on that one. He's 2 outs away. And here is Anthony Rizzo. That one's in there. Strike one.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The Yanks trailing by 3 here at the top of the ninth. In the air out to center. Snags it on the run. 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Michael A. Taylor stepping in now for the Yankees. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. They're down to their final strike. The Yankees down to their final strike. Outside. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed.